And we back at full effect like cook crack, but I ain't no drug dealer, nigga. Chill out. My tablet died, you understand? Don't blame me, blame technology, you dig? But we back though. I let it charge for a little bit. So I think I spoke for about 40 minutes. I'm gonna do maybe 20 minutes, maybe a little less. I just want to wrap up these last few points. I'm not sure the last point I made because it was a lapse in time, but inshallah, you got the point I was trying to convey. Moving forward, like I said, love can't come with conditions, baby. It just can't. You can't come with a list of conditions and want to be loved unconditionally. You love to love on neutral, unbiased terms. Don't just love on your terms, because you're going to come up short, sister. And I'm telling you this out of love. Now, I'm going to give some examples of what we mean by she loves to love on her terms. She picks and chooses what she wants to accept or what she wants to deem as intolerable, depending on the man or the male that she's with, depending on how she feel about him. That's why brothers be like, oh man, why you let him get away with this, that, and the third? You ain't let me do. Yeah, because you's a sucker. And she know you a sucker. And she knows I'm not. She knows she couldn't get 1% of that nonsense off that she got with you, buddy. Yeah. And a lot of us, brother, we walk just like that. It's just like that. I'm going to get what I want because I'm me. You gonna get what you get because you don't know who you are and you trying to imitate or replicate some variation of me. It's not gonna work, Cletus. Huh? It's just not. So, just know that. Depending on who she with is gonna be depending on what she tolerate, because she loves to love on her terms. So if you know that your treatment doesn't match the treatment of another man, she's probably moving your goalposts, or you don't measure up, or she's determining that she loves him or likes him more than you. So what you gonna do? You gonna continue to let her love you conditionally? Some of y'all running around getting tattoos of these so-called queens. You's abroad for real. You getting tattoos with their name on them. They ain't thinking about, they wouldn't write your name in ink on their arm. And they could wash that off with soap and water. But you running around branded. Is she your love interest or your slave master? I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of weird nonsense that go on with a lot of you brothers. Y'all allow these sisters to run amok, and then they set the standard and they're indecisive. What they like fluctuates and changes. But you don't want to take full reins and be the man that you was created and fashioned to be. Moving on. Sister, queen. The king has the final word, not the queen. You are queen because you were made queen by a king. Can we be honest? Some of y'all sisters can't even be quiet to listen. The man, the king, gets the last word, not you. You don't like what I'm saying? Oh, do you like being lonely? Do you like having a half of a man to pretend like you're not lonely? But you secretly want that super alpha energy that comes with responsibility. You have to respond to your ability if you expect that man to do that. You have to account for your ability and take accountability if you want the man to do that. Moving on. Let's talk about abortion real quick. You know, in America, abortion and throughout the world is the #1 killer of black people. Not gang violence, not car accidents, not drowning, not diabetes, not drug addiction, not police brutality, not black on black crime. Abortion. Abortion. Now, who controls that? So what made you determine that you love the children that you allowed to live more so than the children who you terminated the pregnancy? See, we gonna be honest or we gonna shut up talking. That's what we gonna do. You know why you did that? And I ain't trying to be hard on you, sister, but it just is what it is. And any of you simps of a male out there that done paid for an abortion, shame on you, bruh. Shame on you, bruh. Because I ain't never paid for an abortion and wouldn't pay for one. You don't want to have the baby? Okay. Go through the 9 months, and then when you have the baby, give the baby to me. Give my baby to me. And go on about your business. Go continue to be a pincushion. If that's what you are. So let's not get it confused. Abortion is the #1 killer of black people, sister. How are you determining which children get to live and which children get to die? Because you do have children, but some of your children didn't get a chance to live. That means that she loves to love even her children on her terms. Oh yeah, it's like that. I gives a damn about your feelings. Do you care about the facts? See, we can talk about your feelings after you embrace the facts. Okay? That's just where we at today. So I'm tired of it. By the way, happy Savior's Day. Queens mean everything. Assalamu alaikum to the Muslims, to the MGT, to the GCC, to the Vanguards, and super salute and shout out to the FOI, to the Fruit of Islam. Assalamu alaikum, King. Because we are the kings. We set the standard. We determine that these queens mean everything. The universe wouldn't be a universe without Allah, God, to make it glorious as a universe. Without the paternal thought energy and the masculine God energy, there would be no universe. It would just be open space. That's how some of you sisters' lives are. So you're not meant to rule. You're not the king. Accept your rightful role as the queen. You look so beautiful in your position when you play it. You know, moving on. Like I said, if you want unconditional love, stop loving with terms and conditions. It's just not gonna work. Because if men start loving y'all, brothers, start loving you sisters with terms and conditions and lists and this and that, most of y'all gonna come up short. Unless you know yourself and know God and love yourself and love God and love the collective. The collective. Some of y'all can only see yourself. You could barely even see your children to love them properly because you love to love on your terms. But God loves everybody. The sun shines on the just as well as the unjust. Okay. We're going to move along and wrap this up. Don't love conditionally and then expect unconditional love. You don't deserve it. If you love to love unconditionally. Love to love because love is the most powerful force in the universe. That's why you should love to love, sister. That's why we should be tapping in to our highest level of pure love, brother. But we gotta know self. We gotta know Allah, God. We gotta know the enemy of self and the enemy of Allah, God. We gotta love the God in ourselves, want for our brother and sister what we want for ourselves, love our spouse, raise our children, reverse the curse and break the chain. Okay? Try that. Walk with me. Okay? And for all of y'all out there, in my city, I'm from Cleveland. You know what it do. I've been doing this a long time. Artistry, activism, spirituality, politics, big business. Yeah, I've been punching above my weight for years. Y'all know what it is. Those of you who know. Those of you who don't, stay tuned. Stay tuned. But I got married in 2019. About 2 years ago. You know. And when I got married, I moved out of the city. I'm back now. The king has returned. Rafiki boys, the king has returned. You understand? Mufasa and Simba is back. T'Challa and T'Chaka is back. Or should I say we black? Gohan and Goku is back. I'm talking about me and my seed. I'm talking about the king and the prince. Yeah. I'm talking about the God and the prophet. I'm speaking to you. I'm back and I don't love conditionally. I love my people unconditionally. I love myself and the law that fashioned me unconditionally. I love my seed, Isaiah, unconditionally. And I'm going to show y'all how to walk this way and talk this way. The weather's breaking. We approaching March. It's the end of Black History Month. Happy Savior's Day. We gonna be outside, reporting live from the community, from everyday people. Yeah, I'ma be out there, handling my handles and conducting my business. I'm back. A lot of y'all been running around imitating and perpetrating a fraud. Imitation is the best form of flattery, you know. I'm flattered. But I'm back now, so move around. Move around. Because a lot of y'all is conscious for a fashion statement. A lot of y'all is political for the perks and benefits and bucks that you could get from the oppressor. Move around. Queens mean everything. Bras will be your downfall. Queen, we love you. We appreciate you. We see you. We encourage you. That's facts. That's from here. But abroad will be your downfall. So have a seat. Have a whole movie theater of seats. An empty movie theater. Go in the empty theater by yourself. Pick a seat and wait for the movie to start. Try that. Try that. Got me over here knocking over the peroxide. You dig? You gotta keep stuff like that, peroxide, you know, olive oil. You know how it go. I'm striving for perfection, but we ain't perfect. But you see in my eyes that we ain't lying. And the righteous will live forever, so we ain't dying either. Know that. Know that. Know that every time I come on this camera, I'ma stare you in your eyes without blinking, beloved. Queens mean everything, bras will be your downfall. The king has returned. That's really though. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We spoke for about 40 minutes on part 1. I wanted to double back and highlight some bullet points. And the same way we started is the same way we're going to finish. My spiritual father, the most honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
But I advise you don't upset me today. Just don't upset me today.
Please don't.
You'll be in serious trouble with more than me. So am I. The hand that rocks the cradle
rules the what?
Rules the world.
Oh, okay.
The reason that there are not strong men in the world to take charge of the destiny is because the woman has been so weakened and destroyed. She does not know how to produce a strong man. It is not that you don't have the potential, the capacity, but you don't have the knowledge. And because you don't know how to do what you're born into the world to do, you miss your task. And the children are born into the world out of lust and passion with no thought and planning.
You dig? Talk to him, Father. Please and thank you. Allahu Akbar.
The force to change the reality of the way we live is correct knowledge deposited in the right place. Carefully planning, rightly choosing, plus the continued application of desire and effort and will.
Listen.
A woman can produce mental giants. You can produce gods. The woman may not do it herself in terms of the manifestation of such power, but the woman is the womb through which that power comes. And that is why to abuse a woman is to abuse the womb of God. You, brother, don't have her function. If the world is in need of great men, honorable men, men of vision and right action, then it is women that are going to have to produce that kind of man.
I hope you're listening.
So women today whom God is going to bless, these women lay down and they dream of becoming the mothers of great men like that. How many of you sisters have ever dreamed, listen now, of producing someone into the world that would make a difference? How many of you have ever dreamed of that? Raise your hand high. Don't hold it down. Raise them up high.
How many of y'all dreamed of being
That's
Mother
nothing to
Mary?
be ashamed of.
Huh?
Now those who never had that dream, think about that. Think about that now. Here you are producing age with an egg that can be fertilized. But your mind has never even conceived the thought of producing a child that will change the direction of your own people.
You want to praise Jesus, but can you give birth to a Messiah?
Then what baby will you produce? It's an accident going someplace to happen.
Hello, somebody.
Why don't you think like that? Precisely because you've never been taught or trained as to the magnificence of who you are. Farrakhan, I notice when you teach, you seem to favor women. It's because I was made wise from the cradle by my mother. Somebody was going to have to come along to free the woman. Somebody was going to have to come along to put the woman in the right state and frame of mind.
Except
Give
you
her
want
the
to be
right
yourself.
frame of reference from which she could draw power to make a change. That person was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but I was so in tune with my father that if 75% of his work is with the woman, why should I not lean in the direction which is the heaviest part of his work if I am his student and his helper?
Good question, Father.
I want you to listen.
And with that being said, once again, I'm not going to talk you to death, familia. I came to speak life. My name is Ariana Ali. I thank you for tuning in to these superior facts. Happy Savior's Day, beloved. We gonna leave it at that. Love yourself. Love your brothers and sisters unconditionally. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. As I salute you and greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum, family.